improved by EEG. And brainwave is something which connects your brain and the mind. To understand the concept of brainwaves, first of all, just focus on the present. Just focus on what you are listening through the right ear, then through the left ear. Did you feel something different in you, some change in you? So it is that I brought your focus to the present moment. I tried bringing it back to the present. Before I spoke to you, your mind system was either in past or either in imaginations of the future. So what I did was to bring your focus to the present, which is the gateway to concentrate. Concentration is nothing but the ability to remain at the present moment, to feel everything, to feel every information which you are receiving through your brain continuously and at this instant, and which relieves you of unnecessary stress, overthinking, anxiety, depression, etc. So it's just the art of bringing your focus to the present, and for that you need to change your brainwave frequencies to higher dimensions or to higher frequencies that I'll discuss now. So brainwaves through the EEG have been divided into five broad categories: alpha, beta, gamma, delta, and theta. So brainwaves are something which have the capacity to change the firing of neurons in the brain. It can induce thoughts in you, it can also eliminate thoughts from the brain. So in fact, something that we call as the consciousness or the mind, it is well capable to change the neural concentration in the brain. And that something is done through the use of the brain waves. So that's why study of brainwave is important. So for alpha waves, the frequency ranges is from 8 to 12 hertz, and it is a very relaxed state of mind. When you are not actively involved in some sort of problem solving, then your brain waves are in alpha. It's a relaxed state. You can feel what I'm talking, I think. Then comes the beta. Beta brainwaves lies between 12 to 30 hertz. So it corresponds to the higher frequency domains. And it is your active state when you are actively involved, like you are solving some problem, or you are playing, or you are you are singing some song, or you are dancing on some steps when you are active. So at that moment your brain waves lies in the beta spectrum, and you feel it a bit that you guys call as the vibes are nothing but increasing the frequencies of the brain waves. And the frequencies, when the frequencies are higher, you feel like you can do anything. It's a very fantabulous experience. You feel like you have the power to do anything in the world. And it is in fact it works. Whenever you are in beta state, your performance is naturally inclined. Whatever you do that with a great accuracy and precision. So that is when your brain waves are resonating with the beta waves. Then comes the gamma waves, which is the highest possible spectrum for human brain waves, and it corresponds to frequencies above 30 hertz. And it is in fact a highly focused or the no mind state. It is that state in which you don't feel like your mind exists, because mind is nothing but the disturbance in the in your frequencies. When your focus is losing, when you are not able to continuously focus on something, so you are having different thoughts, and that thoughts create a thought pattern, and you are trapped in that. There are changes within you, and you feel like things are trying to distract you out. So that's how uh, you know being into the gamma state helps you. Just observe the topper of your class, and just observe when he is studying, or he is solving some question, or he is preparing for the test, Just observe his concentration level. He's not aware about anything but just what he is studying. What is the problem? What is the concept? What is the chapter? What is the answer? How to find the answer? What are the calculations? Because his mind brain system is resonating with the gamma frequencies. And this gamma frequency spectrum or the gamma brainwave is the root of success, or you can say that high performance in any exam. So the efforts to optimize your performance revolves around bringing your brain waves to the gamma spectrum, which corresponds to the highly focused or no mind state. Then our delta state, which corresponds to the deep sleep. Then theta state, which is a bit higher in that. It refers to the REM sleep, or the when you are into the meditation. So thing here is that your whole experience of life is the game between mind, brain, and brain waves. Whatever you feel, whatever you think, whatever you contemplate, whatever thoughts you have, whatever emotions you have, everything can be confined within brain, mind, and the coordination between mind and the brain. And there is something called as the brainwave frequency modulation, which is about changing the frequencies of the brainwaves. Naturally, when we are sleeping, it is into the delta, then we have theta, alpha, beta, and gamma. And this corresponds to the increase in the brainwave frequencies. So here the concept is to increase the frequencies. You must have seen parents, teachers, everybody motivating the young minds to focus, to study, to give time for the studies, for learning. But the actual problem is with the brainwave frequencies. Students don't like studying because they feel it uncomfortable. They feel it a very complex task to change the brainwave frequencies. And I have realized when I was a student, I analyzed a lot. I tried to find reasons for everything. I try to find why I am interested in some while I'm not interested in other subjects. Why it is that I am very interested in things that involves imaginations or creativity, but I just hate learning the facts. It's sounded to me like being a slave of something. So it's all related to the brainwave frequencies, because there are different parts of the brain which perform different functions, and it's a natural God gift that in every individual different parts are active till different levels, and that explains that why everybody cannot be Albert Einstein or Nikola Tesla, or everybody cannot be Sachin Tendulkar, or a singer, or a musician, or a dancer. It requires use of brain and mind as a system. And if your mind brain system can resonate with the desired frequencies, you can excel in those fields. So that's why the concept of brainwave frequency modulation is necessary to be taught to the young minds, so that first of all they can learn to manage their own frequencies. Because thing is that when you will try to change the frequencies, the brain will start sending you into the flight mode. You will feel like something is trying to stop you from working. You'll find resistance from your reptilian brain, whose task is to just make you survive. So you will have to fight with yourself. But once you know that how to fight with that and how to dominate the flight mode of the mind, you are into the gateway to infinite opportunities of success and pleasure. But to learn how to dominate that flight mode, you will have to struggle a lot, you'll have to fight a lot. But it is sure that if you can gradually keep up to working, let you to feel anything, but don't get deviated in between. If once you are able to manage to bear the brunt of painful thoughts, when you try to escape, or you try to dominate the flight mode, there is a tremendous trap of thoughts created by the brain. But if you are able to manage that, or to dominate that, and able to focus on your work, then you won't you will be very extraordinary in any dimension of life. So whatever is happening is life is modulated, is controlled by frequencies in depth. That is what quantum physics is. So at the very deep level, everything is controlled by the frequencies. Control the frequencies and you can certainly control the results. So this is the entire game of brainwave frequency modulation. Now here is another thing, that brainwaves may be having low frequencies. When the frequencies of the brainwaves are low, you feel distractions, thoughts, anxiety, depression, inability to concentrate. When the frequencies are low. So here is the key is to increase the brainwave frequencies from delta to the gamma. That is the secret to crack any exam of any field. It may be academics, it may be exam related to music, dance. You take any exam, maybe physical or intellectual or anything. Physical events are also controlled by the brain itself. There is nothing which is not in control of the brain. Brain is the central processing unit of everything going on inside you, maybe physical or your thoughts or any metaphysical thing also. So it's all related to the frequencies of the brain waves. And here the concept is that we can increase the frequencies by a certain process. And regarding this, there is a gradual learning. I have developed a program which is called as OST. It's a 21 days mind training program in which I'll train you gradually on increasing the brainwave frequencies from low to the high frequencies. And I have compiled a book on the same topic with the name OST by Acharya Vishvendra. It's available on Amazon, Flipkart and Notion Press. You can also search my name on YouTube, that OST by Acharya Vishvendra. So it's all available, in the public domain. So I hope it works for you. Thank you. Have a nice day.